Exterior Pros. Trust the pros.
Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, partly cloudy, high of 86. Overnight tonight, chance of showers and storms, low of 58. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and breezy, high of 70. Monday, mostly sunny, high of 76. Tuesday, partly cloudy, high of 77. Wednesday, showers and storms likely, high of 75 degrees. Right now, in Madison, 72. In Green Bay, 69. In Muskego, 73. And in Milwaukee, 74 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Linton in Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 9:07.
The following program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma brands. Need a vacation? Whether it's the trip of a lifetime or a weekend getaway, we can help. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Rose Gray back in the country and back on the radio. How are you?
I am still kind of in a whirlwind feeling of what an amazing country Portugal is. I had only ever dipped my toe in on a Spain trip one time. And we know when Colleen came back this past September, she just couldn't stop talking about it. And so I can't probably stop talking about it either. Holy cow.
Yeah.
And it's not just port wine that, people are thinking, oh, is it, you were going on the Douro River, we're in the Douro Valley, and is that all we're going to talk about, or that's all we're going to do? Absolutely not. Outstanding. People couldn't have been nicer. The vineyards we visited certainly had a great selection of fine wine to choose from, and the valley itself is just not like anything I've seen before on my ventures in the rivers of Europe. So,
which is crazy because you've been all over the place.
Yeah.
So it lived up to the hype. Colleen said you were going to fall in love with it, and it looks like you have.
I absolutely have. And although we don't have group space for 27, that doesn't mean you can't call and certainly get on. We have a September trip which is completely full. Checked just this morning to make sure I'm not speaking incorrectly here, and that the ship that we are on in September is full, but that doesn't mean we can't get you on something yet in 26, maybe, but for sure for 27. So if you are looking for that next wow factor, Portugal may be it.
And everything went well, smooth?
Oh, my gosh.
Good.
And, of course, thank you to Jean and Luann Miller. They are the most amicable, engaging, wonderful hosts you could ask for when we are doing these come-along trips. And people are asking, and Jean and Luann have let me... given me permission to say they are not going to be doing anything in 27. They have a new grandchild. Oh, and as a grandpa,
nice. Congrats to them, yeah.
It's and this is their first. And so they are going to be very involved and doing some help with childcare and things like that. So they're going to take a year off, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be listening for something with Jean Miller in 28.
There you go. And I'm very excited. Besides the release of the nonstop flights, this might be the next biggest thing we talk about every year. What do we get if we text FWT right now? What's going to happen?
So FWT to 855-616-1620. That's the Siding Unlimited Talk and Text line. You will be able to get on the list. So Fox has an exclusive sale every July. Yeah. This is really no big secret. It's been going on. I think we're closing in on 30 years we've been doing this. I've been with the company since 2003, and they were doing it already then. All right. So I think this is just really largest sale of the year, just around the corner with Apple Vacations. And so you may already have a relationship with the travel advisor at Fox. You may have already received something from that travel advisor telling you that these are the things you need to know, or would you want to know more, or those kinds of things. But if you want to make sure that you get the information, the best thing you can do is get on the list. And the way you do that is text FWT to 855-616-1620. Just tell us your name, your email address, and your phone number. That's it. And it does have a departure date as one of the required fields. put something in there. Nobody's going to hold you to that. If you want to select a travel region, you can do that. Do you want the Caribbean? Do you want Mexico? Do you want Hawaii? What are you looking for? And so there's 3 or 4 questions, nothing too significant. And then you're on the list. And as soon as the information comes out, and this is not just about the thing where we're talking about the all-inclusive vacations and all that kind of thing. We get discounts. Fox gets amazing discounts. And this next piece of information is going to blow your mind. We're including Royal Caribbean this year.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's insane. So we have never, ever, ever double dipped on a supplier. So we are going to have Apple Vacations for you, and we're going to have Royal Caribbean. You don't want to miss this. FWT, you get a little form, and once the information is out, once the cat is out of the bag, once the deals are up for sale, you will be notified.
All right, FWT to 855-616-1620. Same number you can call with questions. It is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
$998 buys you a magnificent diamond solitaire engagement ring at Kessler's.
A solid gold mounting shows off a big, beautiful diamond, 3/4 of a carat.
Glitter, twinkle, sparkle.
This is the definitive diamond solitaire engagement ring.
You can choose a round diamond, radiant, marquise, or oval.
3/4 of a carat. Any shape you want.
Any color of gold you want.
A 1-carat solitaire is just $1,498.
Ask to see the Evermore engagement rings at Kessler's.
You're going to be ecstatic about the color, clarity, and cut of your diamond.
Evermore.
Each of these diamonds was lovingly created in the heart of a miniature star.
Your diamond will remain.
Evermore.
Your diamond was born about the time you fell in love.
You will be in love.
Evermore.
Your diamond has been waiting patiently for you to see it, love it, and choose it.
Don't keep it waiting. Come to Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Summer is the time to enjoy the outside. Enjoy the deck, the patio, the fire pit, the shade, the screen room, the in-ground pool. Enjoy all of it in your own backyard. Outdoor Living Unlimited is Wisconsin's top TimberTech decking installer and can deliver a design and build your next maintenance-free deck with a custom screen room and automated pergola. Stop by our Outdoor Living Unlimited showroom at 665 Larry Court in Waukesha or visit OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Everywhere you turn, it's plus, plus, plus. But at Hassellus Mattress, nobody has more plus than us. Our 35 beds from the top 5 brands start at $293. Plus, through Monday, get a free adjustable base. Plus, a huge selection of Beautyrest, Sealy Posturepedic, and other big-name brands. Plus, free next-day delivery and setup. Plus, employee-free showrooms. Whew! All these pluses have me feeling nonplussed. Find an employee-free showroom near you at Hassellus.com.
It's the weekend. Don't cook and clean. The Mineshaft Family Restaurant in Hartford will serve you a super affordable meal, and it's delicious. The Saturday breakfast buffet is all you can eat under $10 from 8 until noon today. $10. Your Saturday steak dinner with all the sides is under $25. You will pay a lot more at other restaurants. Not necessary. The family pizza special is a huge 18-incher with a pitcher of beer or soda and 100 game room credits for under $45. The pizza easily feeds a family of 4. Your kids can safely play in that world-class game room quietly set away from the dining area. While you finish up, it's perfect. Games for little kids, games for big kids. The Mineshaft in beautiful downtown Hartford and in Oshkosh near the EAA. Lots of seating, close parking. The Sunday buffet is an all-you-can-eat feast and just $15. Kids and grandkids under 3 eat for free. There's no restaurant inflation at the Mineshaft in Hartford. Google the Mineshaft and just walk in this weekend.
Planning a vacation? We've got you covered. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Going to be a hot one today. Partly cloudy, a high of 86. It's 76 in Milwaukee. Rose Gray is back after her trip to Portugal, and we're talking travel again.
We are talking travel.
You're here next week, but then you're leaving again, right?
So that evening, I have a flight out of O'Hare with a group to Ireland. So I'll do the show. I am bringing in a guest. And we will also be having a call-in guest next week.
Wow,
so kind of a big
show.
Day next Saturday.
855-616-1620. That's the Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and text line as in Fox, W as in world, T as in travel is what we're texting. FWT to get the link to get ready for the big July sale that's coming up and ask questions like this one. Looking at going to Rome, going the week before Thanksgiving for 2 weeks. How is the weather that time of year? Activities, crowd during that time?
Okay, so I'm going to start with, are you really going to be in Rome for 2 full weeks? Because that's a lot. So to give you any kind of climate or weather, I'm a little hesitant to do that because if you look at how long Italy is, if you're in the northern part, very close to the Alps, it could be very different than if you're way down in the south. So, basically what you're going to have in Rome is going to be probably kind of cool days. I would say 60-ish kind of a thing, a little bit cooler maybe at night, maybe as low as you could get probably 40 at night, so you'd need a jacket, that kind of thing. The other thing to keep in mind is the sunset and sunrise is going to be much earlier, a later sunrise and earlier sunset, so your days aren't going to be as full with sunlight. Sure. So that's going to make a definite difference, and it typically is a little bit rainier time of year. So they're not going to get snowed on. I can promise you that, but you could see some rain while you're there. So it's absolutely what we call off season. It's pretty much, I wouldn't even call it shoulder season. I'm going to call it off season.
So maybe not as crowded as normal?
It definitely won't be as crowded. I'm sure that you will not see those big, long queues that you see at the Vatican or any of those kinds of things. And still in all, if I was going to tell you one thing and you really do want to go to the Vatican, I would still get a ticket in advance. I would never stand in that line. You saw the line.
The lines are crazy. I was so glad we were with Fox World Travel and Insight, and you got us right past all those lines.
Right, exactly. But it is absolutely avoiding the crowds. So when you go to the things like the Colosseum and the Vatican and all that kind of stuff, and it's going to be generally far less expensive. The hotel rates are going to be far lower than they are going to be in their high season. So, but again, if you're going to be in Rome for 2 weeks, that's a whole different thing with regard to the weather than if you're going to be moving around.
Speaking of that, you guys have the Best of Italy trip next year, right?
Yeah.
That's on 2027.
Yeah, 2027. And if you want to see our group vacations for 2027, a very cool way to do that is to go to our website, foxworldtravel.com. And then at the very top, first you'll see vacations, and then you'll see the banner across, and you'll see groups, and you'll drop down Fox Group Vacations, and you can see all of the 27 groups that we've got and that we have announced. And in addition to that, a couple of 28s as well. And I also want to point out that if you go all the way over to Stay Connected and you see travel events, we did say this week the showcase has gone live. Okay. So the EAA showcase is live, and you can learn more about it by hitting that link and taking a look at that. So you can register for it now. And I wanted to get a hold of somebody yesterday and did not. I don't think there was such a thing as selling it out because it's 8 to noon. So we're never going to be in a situation where this facility is going to be completely maxed. But we had, I think, over 800 people last year.
Crazy.
So it was very crazy. And I'm just saying, please make sure that you register. Nobody's ever going to be turned away as far as I'm concerned. But if you want to go to EAA and talk to our partners, we're there from 8 a.m. to noon, and you can start registering now.
Going to be like a club where you got a bouncer out front, and when one person leaves, the next person can go in?
It could happen.
It
could absolutely
because there's a capacity on any building, and you guys are becoming so popular with these big events.
Yep.
You could have 10,000 people show up, and you're like, nope, gotta wait your turn.
Yep, exactly. Wouldn't that be fun? I will be in Peru. I can't believe I'm missing this.
Yeah, that's a big deal for you not to be there.
But I'll get over it.
Yeah, I bet you will. We're going to take a break. Love to hear from you, though. Let's talk travel. 855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. It is the Fox World Travel Show.
Marty's Pizza in Delafield has expanded its delivery zone. Yep, we're sending our heated oven delivery trucks out farther than ever and expanding our footprint. Check out martyspizza.net to find out if you're covered, and we'll send out one of our fleet ASAP to get you great pizza, subs, salads, or our Italian entrees. And for parties of 50 or more, heck, we'll deliver almost anywhere. Just give us a call, and we'll see how we can make it happen for your large group gathering.
was talking with another real estate agent who has been in the business even longer than I have, with a couple of other big name companies. He was talking about how it's tough to compete with us because we have good agents and we charge less commission. And he even said that he lost a few listings to us, and it always bothered him because he realized that he was doing everything that we were doing, but he was charging more. We do charge less, and we do everything that a full-service agency does, because we are full-service real estate agents. The only difference is we give you our very best commission rate up front. You do pay for what you get. And with Century 21 Benefit Realty for 1.9% on the listing side of your home, with a cap of $19,000 commission on any size home, you can get full-service experienced agents, MLS marketing, professional photos, even virtual walkthroughs, and everything you get from any other big-name agent, all under the umbrella of the Century 21 brand. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Take your travel tips from the travel experts. Welcome back to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Tosa's Greek Fest at Saints Catherine or Constantine and Helen Church today. So you got Polish Fest going on, you got Greek Fest going on, Summerfest starting up on Thursday with Isaac's Band as one of the opening bands, 12:30 on Thursday. I'll be at that stage at Uline watching that band. There's a band called Post Sex Nachos that's going to be playing. I'm sure people will go see that band just to see because the name is so crazy.
Exactly.
Of course.
Okay, so I'm just sharing a quick Greek Fest anecdote. We had the godfather of Saganaki in for What's on Tap the other day.
Okay.
And he really wanted to do flaming cheese live in the studio for us. But
not allowed?
We were told that we can't have huge flames in the studio.
Bummer.
That's all I have to say about Greek Fest.
Thanks, Isaac. 855-616-1620. What hotels near O'Hare offer a shuttle to the airport and will keep your car for a week?
So there are dozens, absolutely dozens of them. I have a couple of favorites, one of which is the Holiday Inn Chicago O'Hare at Rosemont. The reason I choose that one is because they are reliable with regard to shuttle service and parking. But in addition to that, they have Harry Carey's Italian Steakhouse.
Nice.
Yeah, so I don't always eat a big steak dinner before I leave, but you can go down there for a cocktail and you can have some...
if you've never been there, go.
Yeah.
It's a cool place.
So it's very cool. And even though you think it's just a bunch of Chicago people and that they'll be really rude to you, that's not the way it works, quite honestly. I also lots of times use 4 Points by Sheraton, which is on West Irving Drive. So I would tell this particular texter, if you call 866-GO-FOX-GO, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Fox World Travel does have negotiated rates at a number of hotels at the Chicago airport, and they can book that for you even if you didn't book your trip with us. We will have no problem with that. And then I'm guessing that same texter is asking, what would a shuttle service would a shuttle service take 13 people to O'Hare? And the company that we use for our group trips at Fox World Travel is called AccuTrans, AccuTrans, and they do personal, event, corporate, group, everything. They've got all kinds of different size vehicles. And you could get a quote from them as well.
Perfect.
Yes.
Good question. 855-616-1620. Good morning. I'm going to Alaska later this month. Should I bring my global entry card for TSA pre-check? And even though it's not required, should I also bring my passport?
Okay, so my question to the texter would be, the reason you would bring your passport would be in the event that you are going into Vancouver. So I don't know what this particular texter's itinerary looks like. If you're doing round trip Seattle, technically you don't need it. I travel with my passport all the time simply because if I would get a call that I need to go somewhere internationally while I'm on a domestic trip, I can get on a plane because I've got my passport with me.
Sure.
So I would feel the same way about this. Again, not knowing what this particular question is asking when it comes to the itinerary, I would still bring my passport. I'm very careful with my passport. I lock my passport up. I don't run around town with it or anything like that, but I have it with me. Now, should I bring my global entry card for TSA PreCheck? So the TSA PreCheck is only going to work if that is already in the airline reservation. Now, if you give it to them at check-in at the ticket counter, if you give the ticket counter agent your global entry and it wasn't attached to your airline reservation, sometimes they will be willing to put it in and reprint your boarding pass so it says TSA pre-check on it. Not always. So I don't have any experience with Milwaukee when it comes to that kind of a thing, but I do have experience with it on the trip that I just came from. Some of the global entry numbers did not go into the airline reservations that we had with Lufthansa, but the travelers did have their global entry card along, and they were able to give it to the Lufthansa ticket counter, who was able to put it into the reservation and make that boarding pass now say TSA pre-check. Because remember, global entry not only gives you the opportunity to bypass immigration when you come into the country, it also gives you TSA pre-check globally. Domestically. So it's a buy one, get one kind of a deal. You pay more for global entry, but you get more perks from it.
Great questions. Keep them coming. 855-616-1620. The Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. Text FWT to that same number and get on the list so that when it comes up, it's already June 13th. July is right around the corner, and the big July sale that happens every year is coming up. You want to be one of the first people to get the information. Text FWT and get yourself signed up today. Besides group travel, what does Fox World Travel all do?
So we do vacation travel, of course, which is what we talk about mainly on this particular show. However, they also do business travel. And I just talked to somebody who said it's a pretty sizable business travel budget, and they just let everybody in the company book whatever they feel like and expense it. I said, ooh, that doesn't sound like you're managing your travel very well. So if you're looking to get your business travel under control, we can help you with that. And then we also have a meetings and incentive department. So when Siding Unlimited wants to incentivize their team, they can do so by going and giving them an incentive award, which may include travel.
And specialists at no different places around the world, right?
Absolutely. And I always remind everybody, this is not a commission-based situation. It's almost like Dave Spano likes to talk about a fiduciary. We're a little bit like that. If we've got somebody that has a real expertise in a field or a destination, and that is not the expertise of the person that you are speaking with, they are more than happy to say, you know what, would you mind if I had you work with so-and-so? Because he or she has been there several times, has booked a great deal of that destination, and actually is quite passionate about it. And I want you to have the best possible experience.
FoxWorldTravel.com, 866-GO-FOX-GO, Monday through Friday. You can call and talk to an advisor. They're here for you when it comes to travel. Let's take a break. Go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center with Elizabeth Linton. And good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Dayton. Milwaukee police are still searching for a critically missing man. 31-year-old Devontae Moss was last seen Saturday morning around 12:30 near 16th and North. Police describe Moss as 6 feet 4 inches tall and weighing 185 pounds with a black afro. Police said Moss was last seen wearing a green hoodie, gray t-shirt, blue jeans with black and white tennis shoes. Anyone knows where Moss might be should call the Milwaukee Police District 3 station. A vigil will be held this weekend outside the Clay County Jail in Indiana, where more than 200 immigrants are detained by ICE. Among the prisoners is Salah Sarzor, a Milwaukee community leader and activist who was arrested by ICE in March despite being a legal U.S. resident. Sarzor's lawyer says he has been in the jail for over 2 months and has lost over 30 pounds and is not receiving proper medical care. The vigil will take place this Sunday. And the World Cup is underway for Bosnia thanks to the right foot of a Wisconsin native.
Known as the Milwaukee Messi, 21-year-old Izmir Baraktarevic became a national hero by scoring the decisive penalty kick against Italy in March to secure Bosnia's World Cup spot. Baraktarevic was born in Appleton and played youth club soccer for SC Wave in southeastern Wisconsin. He is the only Wisconsinite participating in this year's World Cup. Greg Matzek, WTMJ News.
Bosnia's next match is scheduled for June 18th against Switzerland. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. At the moment, all clear. No major incidents, no major delays.
Traffic is sponsored by TaybackAttorneys.com. Veterans benefits denied? Call Tayback for the payback. Tayback Law fights for those who fought for us. If you're a vet and have been wrongfully denied the VA benefits you're entitled to, call Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com.
Here's Here's your WTMJ forecast. Today, partly cloudy, high of 86. Overnight tonight, chance of showers and storms, low of 58. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and breezy, high of 70. Monday, mostly sunny, high of 76. Tuesday, partly cloudy, high of 77. Right now in Madison, 73. Green Bay, 70. Muskego, 75. And in Milwaukee, it is 76 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Linton in Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 9:32.
Somebody better tell Philly their bell is about to get rung.
He took a rip and he drilled it high and deep into the night. Watch it fly. Goodbye.
The Brewers square off with the Phillies tonight in Milwaukee.
A bomb of epic proportions for William Contreras. You had to see it to believe it.
Our Brewers Radio Network game day coverage starts at 5:35. We are the home of the Brewers. WTMJ.
Our home values have gone up over the years while our home continues to age every second. This is Eric Brown with Aaron Brown, brothers and owners of our family business, Siding Unlimited.
While those values continue to go up and homes continue to age, we see homeowners have become more concerned about who is going to do the work. Making the right decision has become the top priority and a nervous decision.
What's great about Siding Unlimited, we've seen so many people choose us, and their responses years after the project is remarkable. Siding Unlimited delivers on quality products and installation, making longevity and peace of mind a priority with new windows, doors, roofing, and siding.
Trust the local, family-operated Siding Unlimited to be the company of choice for your next window project. Proven to be the best by earning Pella's prestigious Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times.
Siding Unlimited. Experience, integrity, craftsmanship. Call Siding Unlimited at 262-567-4513 or visit sidingunlimited.com today.
Staying active, essential for overall health. Proper medical support, essential for staying active. WTMJ's Vince Vitrano for Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Whether it's keeping a weekend warrior like me on the tennis court or keeping young athletes in the game, you want the best in sports medicine, that's OAW. Surgeons, nurses, and physical therapists help you recover from injury, avoid injury in the future, and enhance performance. Get care 7 days a week. Walk right in at an Ortho ASAP clinic or book an appointment online at orthowisconsin.com.
Church and Chapel Funeral Homes. Comfortable locations, comfortable people. Church and Chapel Funeral Homes. There's one near you.
Plan a perfect vacation, no matter your budget. This is the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Welcome and thank you for joining us. We appreciate that. 9:34 on a Saturday, and we're talking travel. Can't get much better than that. Rose, you got a follow-up from Colleen.
I did. So Colleen is in Anchorage right now, by the way, listening to the show, which I love. She said, remember we got the text asking, should I bring my global entry card? And I had an answer, but Colleen wanted to say, if they're flying out of Vancouver, which I don't know that they are because they said we don't really need our passport, right. But here's a good suggestion. If you are flying out of Vancouver, they should take their global entry card so that they can use that at the security line. TSA pre-check on a boarding pass only doesn't work. TSA pre-check on the boarding pass only doesn't work. So it's weird in Vancouver in so many ways, but this is one way to avoid a line if you can at all help it. So
I just like your theory. Just bring it with you when you travel.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. It's not a big thing to put in your purse or your bag.
The passport and the global entry card are nothing. The global entry card is smaller than a credit card. Yeah. So, and they also give you one of those RFD sleeves to put it in.
There you go.
So no one can even swipe your information. So, and then we should let everybody know that advice and opinions given on the show are not those of the host or guest, are only those of the host or guest. But we did get a text from somebody regarding transportation to O'Hare, which said, top travel limo from home to O'Hare is great. Worth the dollars. You don't have to wait for it to be picked up for the hotel. They do take you to door and pick you up where you arrive back. So if you want, I Googled them and they do Racine, Kenosha, Milwaukee, Waukesha, Walworth, and Ozaukee County. So take a look at that from one of our listeners. Thank you very much.
Okay, I have a question for you. So you were just in Portugal with Gene Miller.
Yes.
what other trips are coming up with WTMJ hosts?
Yeah. So, well, I'd like to mention the Hawaii, but that's been sold out forever and ever and ever. But I do want to remind everybody that we still have space on British Crown Experience with Julia Fellow. And this is August 5th through August 15th of 27.
Okay,
so
next
a year and a couple months from now, this is your opportunity to go. What I think is probably the cool thing on here is the Buckingham Palace experience that we're going to be doing. So London, Westminster, Windsor, Stonehenge. We're going to go see the birthplace of Shakespeare. We're going to go see Oxford, and then we return to London. So it's round trip London. So easy peasy where that's concerned, flight wise, etc. And you get to go with Julia Fellow, who is just absolutely all agog over the whole royal family and the English afternoon high tea that we're going to do, and the fact that we're going to see the crown jewels and see the Tower of London and all of those kinds of things. So she is pretty pumped, and we still have space available. And I understand it's a year plus away, but why not put down that small deposit and get that your name on the list?
It's going to be 86 degrees and humid today. You're not going to want to be outside. You're going to be inside on the air conditioning side of things. Get online, foxworldtravel.com, and look at these trips that are up there right now. You want to see the Julia Fellow one? The great thing about the website, and we talk about this a lot, when you click into any one of these trips, you're going to see gorgeous photos. You're going to see who's hosting the trip. You're going to have a day-by-day itinerary that's there for you. And now, more and more of them are starting to have videos of the person that's helping host the trip and talking about what's going to happen. Of course, you can book online right there if you want to do that, or you can just fill out the plan your trip box and somebody will reach out to you on Monday and talk you through it as well. So.
Exactly. And then we also, while Dayton mentioned how hot it's going to be today, we want to mention that although we are definitely talking a lot today about the July sale and getting out of town January, February, March of 2027 and how you can do that, we also want to remind everybody that we've got the Best of Hawaii, which is January 25th through February 4th of 27. That is a 3-island Hawaii with Megan Williamson from our group team. And then we're doing the Grand Hawaii, March 4th through March 17th of 2027. And that's a 4-island trip with Kate Robinson. So we got 2 things going on there. And we've got the Julia Fellows trip and so much more. I can't even tell you. It's overwhelming how much is on there. So it's a lot to look through and a lot of choices to be made. But we encourage you to start that process now so that you're not disappointed when it's already sold out.
Yeah, you go to foxworldtravel.com. You click the little menu button at the top left-hand corner. Vacation travel, group travel. Fox Group Vacations. Exactly. They're all right there for you. We're going to take a break. When we come back, more of your calls and texts, 855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. It is the Fox World Travel Show.
AccuNet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
This is Brian Wickert, owner of Wisconsin's own AccuNet Mortgage. I get that most home shoppers just go with their bank when it comes to getting pre-approved, but that's probably a mistake because banks have a lot of overhead like branches, fancy headquarters, and layers of management. That means their closing costs are typically $1,000 to $3,000 higher than AccuNet's for exactly the same rate. And that's not all. Bank pre-approval letters are usually weak and unconvincing, especially compared to AccuNet's rock-solid, fully verified pre-approval that provides a $2,000 guarantee to you and the seller. Our senior loan consultants will also look at every possible way to strengthen your offer and pre-approval in the eyes of that seller, especially if you're offering over the asking price. We even call the listing agent to reinforce what a great buyer you are. Banks don't do all that. Click on the blue button today at AccuNet.com and let our passionate mortgage pros help you win while you save a bunch of money too. That's ACCUNET.com.
For 176 years, St. Vincent de Paul Society of Milwaukee has been neighbors helping neighbors, working to eliminate poverty and hunger with compassion and dignity. When families face hard times, our volunteers step in. Over 600 trained volunteers ready to meet people where they're at, in their homes. And that's what our Neighbors Helping Neighbors home visit program is all about. Volunteers travel in pairs, listening first, then offering personalized support. They provide families and individuals with things like furniture, beds, food, clothing, and connect them to vital community resources, help that provides stability during challenging times. These home visits don't just address an immediate need, they help create a safer, more stable future for our families and individuals in our community. Last year alone, St. Vincent de Paul Society volunteers completed nearly 11,000 home visits across Milwaukee County, serving those who need us most. Together, we are neighbors helping neighbors. To learn more about our mission or get involved, visit svdpmilw.org.
Milwaukee Weight Loss knows the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day with no drugs or surgery, and they will show you how to keep it off for good. Get your confidence and your health back. Right now, $200 off on their summer special for a limited time only. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com now to book your free consultation. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. Results may vary.
There's an amazing supper club in Wisconsin Dells, Ish Nala, nestled among the pines and perched above the sandstone bluffs of Mirror Lake. The beauty, the history, the service, the food, the fun. Hi, this is Bob Prosser, owner of Ishnala Supper Club in Wisconsin Dells. I've been a part of Ishnala since 1973, and I am so proud to continue the tradition that began in 1953. Why not enjoy a brandy old-fashioned in one of our bars, each with a spectacular view overlooking Mirror Lake, or just relax before or after dinner on one of our outdoor decks. Our Ishnala chefs have prepared your favorites: 24-ounce ribeye, cold water lobster tails, North Atlantic salmon, and of course, Ishnala's roast duck. Thank you for making Ishnala Wisconsin's favorite supper club, where the only thing we overlook is Mirror Lake. I'm Bob Prosser, and I want to serve you.
Gotta get away? No one does it better. Back to more of the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane with Rose Gray, 77 on the way up to a high of 86 today. Going to be partly cloudy outside. Going to be a warm one, but should be enjoyable if you plan properly and drink lots of liquids. So let's talk about this. When we text
stay hydrated.
when we text FWT to 855-616-1620, we get a link. That link allows us to sign up for the big July sale, so we're on the list and get all the information right away. Am I then going to get spammed every 2 minutes like some of these companies you sign up for?
You are not. I have to tell you, I enjoyed listening to the show with Aaron Brown on, because you had somebody that was a bit concerned about what that experience would be like if she were, in fact, to ask for a quote from Siding Unlimited.
Right.
At Fox, we kind of have the same feeling. Maybe because we're both family-owned companies.
That could be. That have been around a long time.
Yeah, and we know that we're not going to inundate you or annoy you by bugging you. We just want you to feel confident about giving us your information so that we can in turn give you the information that's going to help you make solid decisions about what you're going to do this winter. And there it extends past that. But in my mind, I'm looking through January, February, March. Maybe with Easter being March 28th in 2027, it's January, February, March. And if you're all kinds of flexible, put that in the information. If you are absolutely specific because we're working around a school schedule, put that in there. So it's we just want to help you get the best possible deal. And again, we have been doing this for so long with Apple Vacations, and new this year, Royal Caribbean. So they're going to want to shine. They're going to want to step up and give Fox some really good deals to pass on to our customers. You want to know about that. You want to learn about that, and you want to have time to weigh those things out. So do not be afraid of filling that form out. I promise you will not get slammed. Fox has got a pretty strict policy about sending our people on our mailing list nothing one or less a week.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
And you get them, right?
Yep.
I just got a really good one on Africa. And you open it and you look at it and you maybe even make your own folder just for Fox World Travel emails to go into. But in any event, we're not going to be that person who's going to be heavy-handed and really, really
I understand why people ask that question, though, because have you ever bought something online and then you get 3-4 emails a day from that company, and then you get text and it's like, stop.
Right.
By the way, I already bought your product. Leave me alone.
Right. Or if you are even shopping in person and you give somebody your personal information, they just don't let up, kind of a thing. And again, I point this out all the time. Fox World Travel Advisors are looking out for your best experience. And if that means giving your reservation to somebody within our company that's better qualified to handle it, they do that because they're not relying on a commission. They're relying on you repeating your business with Fox World Travel, and that's the best way to do it.
Exactly. 855-616-1620. Text FWT. Get the link. Get signed up for when the information comes out for the big July sale that happens every year with Fox World Travel. We are going to take a break. When we come back, more of your calls and texts. Thanks for listening to the Fox World Travel Show.
Want to watch all your favorite WTMJ shows? Check out the WTMJ YouTube channel. Live streams of all your favorite WTMJ shows, from Wisconsin's morning news to what's on tap. See breaking news as it happens. Get involved with the action in the chat on Brewers Extra Innings, or see all the cool tools on the Fix It Show. Missed your favorite show? We've got past live streams and interview highlights too. Subscribe to 620 WTMJ.
From sliding framed, semi-frameless, or frameless glass shower doors to heavy all-glass custom enclosures that can be built to fit any opening, at Less's Glass we cover all the bases. But our biggest strength isn't only our selection, it's in our installation experience. We've been around nearly 40 years, and you only last that long if your installers leave the job the way your customers expect it to be left. Other places can sell you a glass shower enclosure, and some of those big guys may even be able to do it for a little cheaper. But the question you need to ask yourself is, will the job be done right? So remember, paying for quality only hurts once, but it does feel good when you get what you expect. This is Stacy Sinks with Less's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Less's Glass. Less's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lessglassservice.com.
Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all.
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 Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
At Associated Bank, we know it's not always fun thinking about saving. You know what is fun? Not thinking about it. That's why we call it automated savings. You save automatically. How much you want, how often you want, for whatever you want. And if you don't know how much to save, well, that's why we're here. We'll suggest an amount so you hit your target without ever thinking about it. See, saving can be fun, especially when it's automatic. At Associated Bank, we get you. That's why we've got you. Learn more at associatedbank.com/yougotthis. Member FDIC.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee. From the Annex Wealth Management Studios, this is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. Before you pack your suitcase, hear from the experts. Here's more of the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
It's getting me excited. Next Sunday's Father's Day, and we all get together at the Bavarian Beer House.
Oh, fun!
Drink some beers and have some pig head and...
Pig head, yeah.
Have you ever seen those? Oh.
Yeah, no, thanks.
I don't eat them.
That also brings up another really good group trip that we want to talk about. Oktoberfest. September 20th through October 2nd of next year. So you get to not only go to Oktoberfest with a reserved table, which I'm telling you is huge. Do you have a reserved table at the Bavarian Inn? You might.
No, we don't.
But it also includes a river cruise. So it's just the coolest. It's
yeah,
beyond
like
belief. So you do the
trip.
you do the Danube and you do Oktoberfest. So that's pretty amazing.
We did get a text that says, do you know of a cruise around Japan that would not charge a single supplement for a solo traveler?
I wish I could just spew one off without even thinking about it. This is why I'm going to suggest that you either go to our website where it has plan your trip, which is in the bottom right-hand corner, and just give that information to us. Or you could call 866-GO-FOX-GO Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, because my first reaction was NCL, which is Norwegian Cruise Line, which may or may not be a good fit, but does do Japan. And they sometimes, I would say they are one of the likely candidates for a waive the single supplement on their ships. Okay. And some of their ships actually have one whole deck that are just single cabins. They're very small, I'm not going to lie, but I don't know that ship still is. I mean, I don't know that ship does the Japan itinerary. Then I saw, as I was quickly trying to Google this on a break, Regent Seven Seas has some deals going on as well. So we have gone from a very entry-level cruise line to a top shelf,
Sure.
5-star type experience. And then there's a whole bunch in between. So if there is going to be one, the advisor would have to go cruise line by cruise line to find out if there are any sailings. It's not going to be across the board. It's not there. I do not know of one cruise line that says we always waive single supplements. They do it on specific sailings, typically beginning of a season, ending of a season, low count on a particular sailing, something like that. So please use one of our advisors. They can absolutely help you.
My old college roommate and his family are in Japan right now. It looks like a whole different world.
Well,
like, it's beautiful.
As awesome as Portugal is, and by the way, I'm a little disappointed in our Portugal guests. I thought we were going to have some people that were going to be phoning in to say how wonderful Portugal was, because I know they're listening, because their jet lag is by far and away done now. But also, as hot as Portugal is, that's how hot Japan is right now. And so you all do know that Colleen has been to Japan, and that Michelle, our tour manager who happens to be in Alaska right now, has been to Japan. And so we kind of feel like we are the Japan experts. I feel like we got you covered, and we're doing it in 28. We're doing it again in 28. So if you want to be involved in that and you want to get more information, you can get that at our website or call 866-GO-FOX-GO.
FoxWorldTravel.com. Somebody, okay. I've had roast pig before. I just have never eaten the head of it. Somebody just texted, if you've never had it.
No, I've been to many a pig roast.
Pig roasts are
right,
phenomenal.
Pig roasts are phenomenal. And I have friends that do it down at Lake Michigan, and there is a golf course in Sheboygan County that does Sparnfarkle. I'm sure I'm not saying that right.
Sparnfarkle?
Which is a golf outing with a pig roast.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like that, but I like it to be all off the carcass and on my plate. I'm not eating a pig head.
My dad's that guy who orders the pig head just to gross everybody out, and he'll eat it, and he says it's good, but I just can't go there. That's like getting a fish served to me with the head still on it.
Yes.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I actually did try that in Paris not that long ago, and because I wanted to be one of the cool kids because everybody else was doing it. And the fish came, and I just really wished I hadn't done that.
Yeah. Okay. So we're at the end of the show, getting near the end here. What do people need to know about Fox World Travel?
So if you text FWT, and they are flooding in, and I'm glad to see that, because it makes me feel like you do trust me and Fox World Travel when I tell you we're not going to slam you. We just want to get you the information ahead of everybody else hearing about it, because you'll hear about it on the air at 2 or 3 more weeks before it starts, and then that last week before it ends. And you'll hear about the deals. They give Fox World Travel, they being Apple Vacations, and for this year, Royal Caribbean, they are going to be offering Fox deals that we can share with our customers. And I know they're going to be fantastic. And I want to be able to get that information in your hands. And the way we do that is by having you tell us what you're looking for. So if all of a sudden there's some great deal to Punta Cana and that's not where you want to go, we're not going to give you that information and bore you with it, because we're going to give you the information you asked for.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's what it's there for. So you have a big birthday to celebrate.
I'm having a birthday, and next week I will be here. And then that evening I will leave with 30 of my best friends and family, and some newcomers as well, to fly to Ireland, where I will be celebrating my birthday this year.
Crazy.
I try.
You're all over the world.
I try.
And you have a birthday today to go to?
I have my mother-in-law's 90th birthday is today. Isn't that exciting?
Birthday.
So I hope it's not too hot for Grandma Marie. I think she'll be just fine. But yep, shout out. Grandma Marie is 90 years old.
Happy birthday to her.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. Okay, Fox World Travel. Business travel. Incentive
travel. And I really, again, met somebody, as a true story, at a retirement party 2 weeks ago that told me, it was right before I left for Portugal, it said, oh yeah, we just let everybody in our company book their own stuff and then expense it. well, who's managing that? Who's saying, no, you can't stay in that hotel or that kind of thing? We help you get your business travel expenses under control at Fox World Travel. That's what we're there for. So you want to make sure that you reach out to us on that website. So foxworldtravel.com, you go to the first page, the home page, as we say, and you will see everything. And it's laid out very clearly. I'm fascinated by the business travel programs that we have at Fox World Travel. Some of it is beyond my comprehension when it comes to software that they've developed for companies to keep their travel expenses under control. And then meetings and incentives, which I love to talk about, because it's a little bit like group travel, but it's more like we're either going to have one big sales meeting in some place, or we're going to incentivize our salespeople.
Sure.
And that's very exciting. And then we've got vacation travel, which within the vacation travel division, we also have Fox Group Vacations, which is a department within Fox, within vacation travel, and then destination weddings. And while I was in Portugal, I was at 2 amazing vineyards that were wedding venues. And I just immediately needed to share that with our destination wedding people, because we actually have some people that are saying, 3 of my friends got married in Tuscany, so I don't really want to do that. I want to do something completely different. Okay, how about then we do Portugal? Wouldn't that be great? Yeah.
We were at the Quilted Bear in Germantown. That was back in the day.
There you go.
That is one part of travel that has really come alive in the last decade, I would think.
Destination weddings.
The destination weddings was not a thing when I was getting married that I remember. I remember all my friends. We all got together and had big weddings. That's what you did.
That's what you did.
But now it's
you
travel.
can take that money and have a nice trip included with your wedding. You can have the honeymoon and the wedding all at the same time. So
people are just smarter now than they used to
we
be.
definitely think so. And they're smart if they go to foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO and text FWT to 855-616-1620. Then you're smart.
Be smart.
Be smart.
All right.
Don't
Good
forget,
show.
next week, big show. We've got a guest in studio and we've got a guest phoning in. So
Okay. And don't forget to get registered at foxworldtravel.com for the big event coming up in September at EAA. Lots going on
for sure
with Fox World Travel.
Thanks for listening.
Joe Kraus and the crew from Annex Wealth Management coming in next.
The preceding program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma brands.
Penny Mustard's double-sided hybrid mattresses combine a supportive coil spring center with specialty foam.
A flip